guys, welcome back. So today's video is an exciting one. It is the announcement that I am pregnant again. Today is Tuesday, December 18th. I turned 4 weeks on Monday, December 17th. So I kind of found out very early this time. I found out at 3 weeks and 3 days, just a home pregnancy test. And I'm going to be getting ready as we talk here. But yeah, I filmed these videos with my daughter's pregnancy, and even though I haven't really been filming for this channel, I kind of want to. The pregnancy makes me want to. However, if you guys haven't been following me for a while, or if you don't remember, I have had multiple miscarriages, and so this is going to be my 4th pregnancy. And I've had to scrap these, you know what I mean? Like I filmed through week 10 this last summer with twins, and then I ended up having to scrap them all when I had a miscarriage. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like I just like kind of don't even want to film them because I feel like I'm jinxing myself, or I'm like protecting myself by not talking about it. Now obviously if you are seeing this video, that means I am farther along. That means everything is checking out okay. I definitely won't be talking about the pregnancy publicly until at least January, maybe February. I should hopefully hear a heartbeat like the beginning of January. That's like when things are supposed to happen. And then I'll hit my 2nd trimester around Valentine's Day. So that is when I would probably go public. You know, once I've had the nuchal translucency test and made sure that everything else looks okay. So I used the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base, and then the Becca Under Eye Brightening under my eyes, and then I just used the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation in the shade 11 Natural. And now I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer in light medium. So anyway, if you're seeing this, probably sometime in January or February, then you know that that means everything's going well. So I can't tell you how relieved that makes me. So let me just go ahead and start off. I have to be somewhere. That's why I'm actually getting ready while I'm filming. It was like, I either film now while I get ready or I wouldn't. And lately I've been opting to just not, you know, like if I'm busy, I just don't film. But since I filmed these updates with my daughter's pregnancy, I definitely wanted to, like, you know, make it a point to film them for this baby as well. But yeah, so I took a home pregnancy test on Wednesday. That was 9 days post-ovulation, December, I don't know, 6 days ago, December 12th, something like that. And it was negative. And then I took another pregnancy test on 10 DPO, which was Thursday, and it was positive. So, I had a DNC August 13th, 2018 with the twins, and I got my first cycle back September 9th. I had a cycle October 13th and then November 9th, and that was the cycle I got pregnant. So DNC 2 periods, and then the 3rd cycle, the 3rd period I got pregnant. So I know some people care about that, so I figured I would let you know how long the process took for us. I got off the birth control pill in April, actually, and I stopped nursing my daughter in June when she was 13 months old so that I could get pregnant. I got pregnant in June. I got my period back in June. I got pregnant again, and then miscarried in August. So just kind of catching you guys up. Got pregnant again in November. Here we are, December. I'll probably publish this in January or February. I'm just trying to keep you guys all on the same path here. Now I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed, and this is in Opal. This is just a no-name blush brush. So I went on the day that I turned 3 weeks and 3 days, okay, so 10 days post-ovulation, and I called the doctor and I was like, I'm pregnant. I just took a positive pregnancy test, like, oh my gosh. And he had told me last time, like, oh, well, I probably won't see you until 7 or 8 weeks, but I do want you to come in right away and get your labs done because I've had low progesterone in the past. I was like, okay, so I called them right away and they were like, all right, come in December 31st for your ultrasound. I was like, whoa, wait, no, I want to talk because he told me to come in, you know. So they let me leave a message for the nurse, and the nurse called me back and she's like, yes, I talked to the doctor. He definitely does want you to come in and get some blood drawn. Today, can you come today? I said, yeah. So I did. I went Thursday. Like, I took a positive pregnancy test at like 5:30 in the morning on Thursday. And then at 11 a.m. I was already there getting my blood drawn. You know what I mean? Like, it was fast. And this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm just going in with the lighter peaches shades, a couple of them mixed together. This isn't a makeup tutorial. If that's what you're after, I have like 1,100 videos on my channel. You can definitely find a makeup tutorial for this, for some look that I've done. But today, I just want to talk about pregnancy. I just happen to be getting ready. But yeah, it was just like fast. And so I went in. This is the Laura Mercier Lip Glacé and Baby Doll. Just a light gloss. I always sometimes like to do my lips early on so that I keep that in mind when I do my eye look. Like, since my lips are kind of natural, now I can do something more bright. The blush I just used was NARS Deucer, which is just a very basic everyday blush. Did I even use it? Yeah, I think I did. I'm so scatterbrained. Let me just put a little bit more on, okay? Just in case I didn't. I think I did. Okay. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows. This is the e.l.f. I don't even know what this is called. And this is neutral brown. It's like a dual-ended eyeliner. I'm so scatterbrained, you guys. I can't even claim it's like pregnancy brain. Honestly, I'm just crazy right now. Okay, so anyway, I went in Thursday, I got my labs drawn. I have a history of low progesterone, and this time was no different. A normal progesterone for someone in their first trimester would start at 11 and then go up to like 44 or something. 11 would be like the minimum. Mine was 10.67 or something like that. And so, of course, he told me last time, my doctor told me last time, when you get pregnant, come in right away. If your progesterone is under 20, I'm going to want you to supplement. Take 200 milligrams of progesterone every day. I'm like, okay. So, of course, it was low. My office, the doctor's office was closed on Friday for renovations, I guess. And that kind of was annoying because I knew I got my lab results on the portal. I knew that that I needed to supplement, but like nobody was in the office to help me. So that was annoying. I had to wait, 3 days to get my pills, and then on Monday they called me back and they were like, yes, we do want you to supplement. I've sent your prescription over to go pick it up. And then they're like, also, let's retest your HCG because HCG doubles every 48 to 72 hours, and that will be, the best indicator that we can have at this point because it's too early to do an ultrasound. There won't be a heartbeat or anything, at 3 or 4 weeks pregnant. That let's just do your HCG again. Can you come in today? So I went on Thursday and then I went again on Monday. I'm like, okay, so I came in and they drew it again. So the first day at 3 weeks and 3 days, my HCG came back at 21, which isn't crazy. Like if you implanted at, let's say, 8 DPO to test at 10 DPO and get a positive, and then at 10 DPO do a blood draw and have your HCG come back at 21, that's not crazy. And then at 11 was Friday, 12 was Saturday, 13. At 14 DPO, which is when most women have a 14-day luteal phase, like they ovulate on day 14 and they get their period on day 28 or 29. That would have been Monday, yesterday, was when I probably would have gotten my period, right? That was just like the natural progression of things. And then my HCG came back, I got it this morning, Tuesday, at 105. So it's supposed to double every 48 to 72 hours. If it doubled every 48 hours, that was 100 hours later. It should have been, instead of 21, it would have been 42 times 2, 84 plus some. And mine came back at 105. So it more than doubled every 48 hours, which is, awesome. I'm very excited about that because, it just means that, yes, I have low progesterone, but that doesn't mean that everything's not okay. However, just because I'm negative like this, it is very possible that your progesterone is low and that there's a problem. It is also possible that just because my HCG is doubling, that there is a problem still. You know what I mean? Like, just because it's doubling at the correct rate doesn't mean that there isn't a problem. Because my HCG with the twins this last summer doubled really fast. I mean, it was like 100,000 something. 150,000 really fast. By like 6 weeks, it was like 50,000, you know? So that just tells you that, I mean, how do I put it nicely without sounding pessimistic? I know that it's really good that these numbers came back great, and I'm happy about that. I'm just redoing my foundation around my nose because I just feel like it didn't look that good. But I don't put too much stock into it because it was fine with the pregnancy that I just had and I lost anyway. So just wiping off that foundation off my hand. Does that make sense? Like, I'm happy that everything seems to be okay, but at the same time, I almost don't believe it. And have you guys ever left a voicemail for someone? So like the voicemail is like, okay, leave a message after the beep. You're like, okay, digging for more products here. And then instantly like regretted what you said in the voicemail message. Like remember when you were in high school and you like leave a message for a boy and you're like, oh my gosh, I just sounded so stupid. I can't believe I just said that on a voicemail. Oh, he's gonna play it back. Well, I left a message for the nurse and I was like, can you like call me, like let me know what's going on because I'm having trouble believing that I'm pregnant. That's what I said. And I mean, that's just coming from a woman who's had, you know, recurrent miscarriages. Like, that's the honest truth. Like, I am cautiously optimistic. Like, I don't want to get excited. I don't want to get my heart broken again, even though I'm going to get my heart broken if it doesn't work out. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm protecting myself by like not letting myself believe it. But I deserve to be happy. You know, I also know that. Like, I deserve to be excited. I deserve to tell people and not put like a little asterisk at the end of my like sentence, like asterisk, instead of saying I'm pregnant, but you know what I mean? Like, but let's not get too excited, or but it's not looking great because my numbers aren't coming back good, or but there's an indication there could be a problem. Like that's how I had to tell people last time I was pregnant, like, but I'm pregnant with twins, but it looks like one of them maybe not developing right, you know, like there's definitely 2 sacs and everything, but like I don't want to have a but. I just want to be one of those women who gets pregnant and has a baby. You know what I mean? Like I just feel, you know, kind of optimistic, but at the same time, like I'm not dumb anymore. Like I can't just be happy like I was before, where like I know women who just have babies, like they get pregnant and they have babies. Like luckily I get pregnant pretty quickly, so that's never really been too much of a struggle for me. I felt like the 3 cycles I had to try this time felt like a really long time, honestly, which I know for some women who've tried for like years, that seems like, you know, me being just a whiny little brat, but like that's the truth. Like I felt like having to try for 3 cycles was a really long time. And so I don't know, maybe I'm just grumpy, but I am super excited, guys. So I did the math and my due date would be about August 18th. I will have another C-section, and that would put our kids at about 26 or 27 months apart, closer to 27 probably if I went till 39 weeks for the C-section. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I actually planned to have them. They were gonna be under 2 years apart a little bit. They were gonna be what, like 4 years less. So like 22 months apart. And so this time they'll be 26 or 27 months apart. That's fine. This is the Tarte Artist Double Take Eyeliner in brown. I'm using the liquid side. So like, I don't know how to be like excited. If you guys have gone through this, like tell me, but you know, I like don't even want to film this video because I feel like it's gonna jinx it, you know? And I'm not like a superstitious person normally. Like normally I'm like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, kind of. And I think this is just my way of coping, like protecting my heart from like having to press delete on footage again, like I did the last, you know. Out of my pregnancies, I've had 4 of them now. 3 of the 4. So this is number 4. We'll say out of the 3 that I have already completed, all 3 have had a miscarriage moment. Like, yes, Daisy ended up being perfectly fine, But at 7.5 weeks, they told me there's no heartbeat, there's no baby. It's a blighted ovum. You're not having a baby. You're done. I took time off work, and then it ended up being like 8 weeks. They did a double check before they had me pass the tissue, and they were like, oh, there is a baby. Oh my gosh, here she is. Wow. So like out of the 3 pregnancies I've completed, all 3 have had that moment in the exam room, in the ultrasound room, where they say, actually, so I just want to be like, I'm pregnant, and not have a but or an actually. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm just frustrated, and I'm really happy that I'm pregnant, but I'm also, struggling with accepting it. And all I can do at this point, and this is just me talking freely with you guys, thanks for understanding the vent. All I can do is take good care of myself. It's to eat, pretty good. It's to not drink alcohol, not take too warm of baths, like not get my body temperature too high with like hot baths and heating pads and stuff like that. It's to sleep and, keep active as much as I can. All that's it. Take my prenatal vitamins. And then of course I'm supplementing with progesterone. And that is 200 milligrams a day. And with my previous OBGYN, they had me supplementing progesterone, taking it orally, just like a little yellow wrap, like oval pill every night before bed. Well, this doctor said, oh, no, not orally. I want you to insert this vaginally every night before bed. So that's always fun. That was my first time doing it last night, and it was a little weird. It was kind of like milky, like creamy. I did not like the feeling, but obviously it's worth it if it yields in a healthy baby, healthy pregnancy. So I won't complain. That'll be the only time I mention that on my channel. I just thought that's a little weird. I've never had a doctor tell me that. And, but I'm happy to do it. He said he'd probably have me do it until about 10 weeks because your body will start to produce, the placenta will start to like take over production of progesterone or whatever it needs to sustain the pregnancy. But between that 3-week and 10-week mark, when you've conceived but your placenta isn't fully formed yet, I might need a little help. I'm like, okay, well, if that's the case, then I'll do it. It's just a little weird. I'm using the Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. It's like the hot pink one. So anyway, I'm just trying to think about what kind of content you guys want to see for this pregnancy. With my pregnancy with Daisy, I did like an announcement, a reveal kind of video. I did film a 4 to 5 weeks, a 5 to 6 weeks, 6 week, 7 week, 8 week, I think separate because I had the miscarriage scare, so like each one warranted its own video. But then I did like 8 to 10 weeks, 10 to 12, 12 to 14, 16, 18, every 2 weeks. And then I think the last trimester or so, maybe it was like 30 weeks, I started doing them every week. And I went till 41 weeks with her. So there were a lot of pregnancy videos. I did a first trimester must-have, second trimester, sorry, the light's coming in my window if you see like kind of lit weird. Second trimester must-haves, third trimester must-haves, I think. I did some maternity wardrobe hack videos recently. I filmed those when I was pregnant the last time. And then I felt like I didn't have any videos to put up for you guys. And so I decided to just go ahead and post those ones. Even though at the time, seriously, I did not know I was pregnant. Just putting that out there. But yeah, I wanted to have content. I just couldn't bring myself to film. I think this pregnancy was what I needed to get over the hump. I considered actually even quitting my YouTube channel altogether. Honestly, my heart's not in it. But what's motivating me at this moment is the fact that I want my 2 kids, which I only want 2, to feel evenly loved. You know what I mean? So if I did this with one kid, I'm gonna do it with the other one, all the pregnancy. And I've done monthly updates on Daisy, 1 week, 2 weeks postpartum. And then I did 1 month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way through 17 months, 17 straight months. I did a video about her and her sizes and her development and things like that. And then the 18-month one, I kind of blew it and life got crazy and I was sick and we moved and didn't end up doing it. So I'm gonna do an 18, 19 month one. I think I'm gonna film that today actually. But so because of that, I feel like I need to do the same for my second kid. So, feels good to say it. And I'm not gonna end up posting this for a long time, but hopefully you guys, if you see this, you're excited and optimistic with me, cautiously optimistic. But if you see it, that means everything's okay. So yay. Yeah, we don't care if it's a boy or girl. Honestly, like in some ways it'd be cool to have a boy because we have a girl and, you know, we'd like to experience one of each. But in other ways, it'd be nice to have a girl again because we have everything for a girl, and, you know, it'd be nice to have a sister. Like my husband is one of 2 boys and I'm one of 2 girls. And so we both liked having, I liked having a sister. He's a boy. He liked having a brother. So I could go either way. Honestly, like we have we have a pink bathtub, but most of the big stuff we bought for her anyway was neutral, gender neutral. So like we have a green stroller, a burgundy diaper bag. Like it's fine. Like if it's a boy, no big deal. I don't have that many gender neutral clothes, but I have a ton, hundreds and hundreds of outfits for a girl. So I don't know. And she or he, this new baby, would be my mom's 6th grandbaby. So there are currently 3 girls and 2 boys. So if she was a girl, then that would make 4 girls and 2 boys. But if he's a boy, then that would be 3 and 3. The website Countdown to Pregnancy. Countdown to Pregnancy is like a site where you can plug in dates and plug in different things, and it'll tell you when to test, when you might be ovulating, when to whatever, implantation predictors for timelines. And it also gives you like, if your due date is this, or if you conceived on this date, or if you ovulated on this date, what your due date would be. And then it like goes backwards and it'll tell you like, you'll be in your 2nd trimester on this date. This is the dates you should be feeling quickening from week 17 to 22. So you should feel the baby moving around that. And that occurs January 29th through February 15th or whatever, you know. And so I love that website. If you guys haven't tried it, you should check it out. And so I was able to kind of get some insight as to when things are going to be, and like when my glucose test would be, and when, I think that's interesting. I think I've done this before, but I've only done past 10 weeks once other than this. And it was just a crazy experience, you know, like feeling kicks for the first time, and my body went crazy. I had an itchy scalp. I had ear pressure that was high, and there was nothing they could do about it because I just apparently have high blood pressure, high blood volume during pregnancy, which like made my ears hurt. I don't know. My hands went numb, my fingers went numb, like my arm, oh my gosh, I was miserable. I wanted to cut my own hands off. I had sciatic pain. I had trouble sleeping and nausea. I puked every day, almost from week 10 to week 41. There were a few weeks in there where I felt pretty good, like around 29, 30 weeks. I felt okay. And then, I mean, I threw up on the day I delivered. But I have already started feeling nauseous. Here I am 4 weeks. And I already dry heaved over the trash can yesterday when I was trying to take out the trash. So that may become my husband's exclusive, only him doing that job. And I have already had like aversions to food where I'm like, I don't want that. And I've been craving sour cream. I wanted sour cream on a baked potato. Not that weird. I like sour cream, but I never buy it. But then I also wanted sour cream like on my breakfast casserole. It was like eggs, cheese, and hash browns. And I like piled on the sour cream. And I was like, I think that's a little weird, but I don't know. I haven't wanted my normal things that I eat. I'm like, nope. And so like today I went back to my classic pregnancy craving food. Like I always want a bagel, just plain bagels, maybe with like strawberry cream cheese, or I want like a bean burrito, beans, cheese, and a tortilla. That's it. So I think that I am going to be okay if I stick to those basics. I am starting this pregnancy about 15, 20 pounds heavier than I was with Daisy. So that's not ideal, but I'm conscious of that, and I'm trying to kind of watch what I'm eating, and hopefully the cravings are kinder to me, because in my with Daisy, I was like craving no vegetables. Like I couldn't eat a vegetable for like the entire second half of the first trimester into like the third trimester. Like they disgusted me. So hopefully now I know that I tend to have acid reflux. I didn't know that's what it was. I didn't know that's why I was nauseous with her. And so I just like had to be careful what I ate. And then once I realized if I took Zantac, I felt okay and I could eat whatever. Life changing, right? So this time around, as soon as that starts happening to me, I'll try taking Zantac, and if it miraculously gets better, I'll know it's acid reflux. Smarter this time around. So hopefully that helps. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.